I'll just pretend I'm on my phone.
Okay, I see you going crazy.
Hey, hi there, it's me, Social Ice, running back the drop for the damn second time. It's been a few months, we doing this again. I'm taking roll call, make sure that you attend. They said I couldn't do it, I said just wait. I hit a home.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Damn, that shit's hot as fuck. Holy shit. What time does like, are you gonna like press play on that thing?
Oh, you're already going.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you'll go
shit.
live in a couple minutes, but
Okay.
I like to get some extra footage, kind of get you comfortable with the camera being on.
I'm cool with cameras and everything like that. I think once you like perform in front of people,
That's fair.
it all goes away.
You're right. Oh, so I found out my sister went to high school with you. You went to Brennan?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Who's your sister?
Victoria
Victoria what?
Ramon.
That's your sister,
Yeah,
bro?
that's my sister.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
We were like close as fuck in like elementary and middle school, bro.
Yeah, she said she went to school all throughout. Yeah.
That is nuts. What the hell? Yeah, and I know exactly what you're talking about. How did you like show her a picture of me or what happened?
Well, she follows me on Instagram and she's like, holy shit, I went to high school with him. And I was like, shut up, bro.
That's fucking nuts. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Small world.
Uh-huh.
That's wild.
It just gets smaller, man. It just gets smaller, I swear. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You can go first.
Can I get you go first. I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'm gonna be honest.
Can I have 2 chicken puppy tacos?
Chicken fajita or shredded chicken?
Shredded chicken.
Los tomato cheese okay?
Yes, ma'am. Everything's on that spool.
Baby.
That's my go-to right there.
That sounds delicious.
That order is my shit.
I get a panic. I'll see like 3 things that I want to eat, and then I'll panic because I can never choose between, and that's
Yeah,
it.
no, that order right there, that whole fucking shredded chicken, tacos, the shit right there. It's so fucking good. Oh man. So how long has it been since you like began all this? Okay.
I started in October of last year.
Who was your first guest?
Bidu.
I've seen her on a couple occasions. I haven't really spoke to her though. Oh, she performed tonight, right? Okay, then
She's an angel. You definitely.
I might catch her today.
Absolutely.
She performed at that one show I was at with Landon Cube at
Oh yeah.
Favorite Tiger. She was
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
When did you choose this place?
Henry's?
Yeah.
I've been coming to Henry's since I was a kid.
Really?
Like since I was like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
Like anything major happens in my life, graduation party, graduation dinner, probably when I get fucking married.
Like, I'm gonna come to Henry.
We're gonna come here, dog. That's just how it's been. Like, and it's not just my birthday party. It's like my mom's, my dad's, my grandpa's. If we're gonna go out to eat on like a Sunday, we're going to Henry's. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just been like a family thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah. I came here with friends and like, oh, what's Henry's? I'm like, bro, you gotta go.
Yeah.
And then we pull up and they're like, bro, it's just gas. I'm like, that's fucking good. It's good as fuck.
I
Yeah,
know, I
no,
agree.
this is like my little safe haven right here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I love it.
This is the shit right here. It's good. It's good as fuck. The food's so good. And it's only like in San Antonio, so.
Yeah. Actually, I did not know that. I'm gonna be real with you. I did not know this was just local only.
Texas,
Texas,
yeah, San Antonio thing.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I just got back from California.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how was that?
Dude, so it was very like, how do I say it? It was very like mind opening. Like, right, sword? Mind opening?
Yeah.
Right? I guess like, because I watched like all these artists perform and it made me like sit back and think, damn, like I'm not working hard enough in my opinion. Like, I've been low key like psyching off a bit, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And like, so now I'm just like, damn, like I'm watching them perform up there and like that's where I want to be. So I'm like, I gotta low key just, you know,
Keep pushing.
pump out all this
Yeah.
content, you know. But it's always quality over quantity though, you know. So, but yeah, it was a good trip though. It was just expensive. Like everything up there is so expensive.
Yeah.
And like there's no Whataburger, which sucks, you know. So like I came back, the first thing I ate was Whataburger.
Whataburger. Gotta have
And I was like,
Whataburger,
fuck
yeah.
that. There's no like sweet tea up there. You have to go to like Chick-fil-A or Cane's to get sweet tea. Other than that, like nowhere in LA has sweet tea, and then
The horror.
no Big Red because it's a Texas
Yeah, it's a
thing,
Texas
you know,
thing.
and so. You know, and like if you ask for like certain things while you're out eating, like just like sweet tea, they'll look at you like, "Fuck is that?" Like, you know, and it's so weird because here it's like so common,
Yeah.
and then you
everywhere
go somewhere else and they're like, "Fuck is sweet tea?" Like, well, like what's Big Red? And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot. I'm not in Texas no more."
Yeah.
But it was a cool trip.
What did you see?
Oh, I saw like, dude, I saw so many people.
Yeah.
Like the headliners were Playboy Cardi, Travis, and Future.
Wow.
And then, like, this is the headliners. And then, like, Lil Wayne was a special guest there.
Wow.
And then, so I saw, like, Sheck West, Trippie Redd,
Uh-huh.
Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, like, you know, like, all those people. And
Yeah.
it was live.
That's super
It was
cool.
a grand old time. It was fun.
Lil Wayne. Travis, bro.
That's my favorite, man. He's my inspiration, man.
So cool.
Travis is so live. Oh, my God. Crazy. I've seen that man, like, 6 times. And it just gets better.
When was the first time that you saw him?
Travis?
Yeah.
So they had this like music festival here. It was called Mala Luna, and they had it every year. Their first year was like 2016, and it was like the headliner was Travis, G-Eazy, Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, like all their like come up little,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm shaking the shit out the table.
Okay.
All of their like it was like when they were like first like popping off and shit like that. And Travis was headlining, and I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
And I saw him in concert, like, bro, this guy's fucking nuts. Like, I love this dude. What the hell? And then it took me like 3 years again. I saw him at Astroworld at his like
Wow.
at his festival. It was live. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gets better every time. Every time. I definitely recommend. If you haven't seen Travis in concert, go see Travis in concert. It's so fucking good.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you came up with your name?
Social Ice.
Yeah.
So
Where'd that come from?
everyone kind of tells me I'm a very like sociable person, or well, okay, like so when I was a kid, my mom's mom, before she passed away, she would always tell me like I was her like social butterfly,
Aw.
hence the butterflies.
Hence the butterfly, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
she was like my best friend, right? And like so like social came from that, and then all my friends just call me Ice. I don't know why. Isaac Ice. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
It was like a nickname. It kind of became a nickname when I was playing basketball, really. And then, you know, if you say social ice really fast, it sounds like socialize,
Okay.
which is what my grandma always told me to
Yeah.
do, was like socialize with people.
Oh.
And so, yeah,
Yeah.
social ice. Yeah.
Just kind
Kinda
of came together. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to have a name that had like Lil this, Lil that,
Yeah, right.
Young this, Young that. I'm not doing that shit. You
Yeah.
know,
It's
so,
the original. I like it.
yeah.
Oh,
It was a
really?
good time. Yeah, I mean, like it was a good couple weeks. I was just in my room going through like all my notes, trying to figure out what sounded better. But I didn't want to pick like a name that didn't make sense because of questions like this. You know, why'd you pick your name? Oh, it just sounded cool. You know,
Yeah.
you got to have a meaning behind it, honestly. So
Yeah.
there's like certain people that I've met that have like interesting names, and I've always wanted to ask them. But I don't want it to be like a hella personal thing, and I'm like, shit, my bad. Like I didn't mean to do all that. You know, so like. I don't know.
It's always the first question that I have to ask. It's because I'm so genuinely curious. Because if you notice, like a lot of the artists that are here, they all have original names.
Yeah.
And a lot of them come with crazy backstories, or just like, oh, my friends called me this, and
Yeah.
it's really interesting to learn.
Like, who do I want to? Oh, William, Horrible William.
How
I really want to know why he like
Yeah.
it's Horrible
I
William.
have to get him on here.
I'm definitely gonna ask him tonight because I'm gonna see him tonight.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to ask him that question, like, why do you pick that name? I know William's his name, so that's easy.
Right.
But like, why the horrible part?
horrible?
Because he's not horrible. He's really good.
So nice.
He's super good. And so, but like, yeah, I mean, I actually haven't asked anybody that question before.
Really?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I've been asked that question, but no, I've never
Ask that
asked
question.
somebody. I'm gonna ask people that now.
Yeah.
Like, so why'd you pick this name? You know.
Okay.
But yeah. I don't like awkwardness. I don't like, you know. So, how you doing? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't like all that. You know. So
Yeah.
I like just kind of making someone feel comfortable. So.
Yeah. definitely get that. What are you working on musically right now?
Okay, so musically,
Did you say me? Yeah, you.
huh?
Did you go me?
No,
Is
no,
that
no,
what
no,
you
no,
said?
no. Me, okay. No,
Oh,
no, no,
I was like,
no,
yeah.
no.
Who else?
Musically, right now I'm working on a collab tape with my cousin.
Cute.
Uh, he really helps me like make my first couple songs, like my first like my first two tracks on like all my platforms.
Yeah.
He was the feature in both of those songs, and honestly, like I can't thank him enough for like everything he's like helped me with music wise, you know. So we're working on a collab tape right now because everyone's been asking for that. That comes out. Actually, don't know when, but it will be soon because we're almost done with it.
Yeah.
Actually, thank God. And then I'm working on my third mixtape slash album. I don't know what to call it because I haven't made like a official album yet. Like they've all been like albums I made on my own.
Yeah.
But I know like in the music industry, when you make an album at like a professional recording place, that's your actual first album. And then if you make an album on your own time, usually people call it like a mixtape because it's not like a professional
Right. I didn't know
album.
that. Yeah.
So like I guess it's my third mixtape, you know, and then eventually I'll make my professional album when I actually get into professional recording studio. Or like I think it's more like when you get like signed to like a record label and then you make an album with them.
Yeah.
That's like your first
That's
official
fair.
album, I guess. I don't know. To be honest, I have no fucking idea. I'm making bullshit up right now. But I think that's how it works. So
Yeah.
my third mixtape slash album is coming out this year, along with my collab tape with my cousin. So hopefully it's quality over quantity. My last mixtape had 21 songs, but I'm not gonna lie, like 8 of them, I looked back and I'm like, damn, these do not sound good, really. Like, I rushed that mixtape out because I was trying to get it out by my 21st birthday, and I was cutting it very close, so I just kind of pumped everything out, and then just, you know,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. So my next tape, I'm just gonna kind of just make sure it's like, if it's like 14 songs, they're gonna be 14 great fucking songs. You know what I mean? If it's 21 songs, they're gonna be 21 bangers. You know. So
Tell me a little bit about Ice Fest.
I was waiting for you to ask that. Okay.
Yeah, I want to know like what's gonna be different from this year compared to last year. That's what I really want to know.
So for all y'all who don't know, am I live right now?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so Ice Fest is basically like my own music festival. My goal is to basically bring all the talent that's in San Antonio, like all together into one spot. I know like people like this is like no I'm not like throwing like shit on anyone else who does events here, but like I want to make something where like eventually it gets to the point where like big names like Uzi and Travis are a part of this event, but I want them to kind of integrate with our San Antonio culture in a way. So it's like San Antonio artists and mainstream artists. And so people know how we rock here, like, you know, because we got talent, just no one gives us a chance.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give us that chance, you know what I mean? That's what Ice Fest is. It's basically just like my own music festival. But last year, I would say the first year I had it, we got the venue for free because it was my mom's friend. And I didn't charge anybody. I basically said, for every ticket you sell, that's $10 in your pocket. So if you sell 20 tickets, you make $200, and nobody in San Antonio was paying artists for events. I was basically like one of the first ones to do it. Everyone was telling me, at least.
Yeah.
They could be lying to me, but everyone was telling me like, yo, like no artist really pays you to perform. It's always like you gotta pay $150 to perform 2 songs, you know.
Yeah.
So I basically told everybody, hey, if you sell, the more tickets you sell, the more money you get. And so I had one person, he sold like 35 tickets and made $350, you know? And he was like, bro, I've never been paid that much from a show before, and I'm an upcoming artist. I'm like, well, you know, there you go, you know? So that was like a good way to like kick off the idea of Ice Fest this year, where it's going to be at Paper Tiger. That's been like my dream is to have it there. So we got it there. This year though, since it did cost some money, the artists are paying to perform,
Yeah.
but only $10. That's it. $10 to perform at Paper Tiger. Like what?
That's crazy.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like come on now, you know. Like I'm trying to look out for everybody else too. I
Yeah.
know like we're all in school, we're all working, we all have apartments and cars to pay for. Like nobody can drop $1,000 to perform 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it ever gets to that point, which it won't, like in terms of price wise, like even if like Travis Scott is performing or headlining, I'm not gonna charge somebody $1,000 to perform.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the tickets of the fans will pay for itself.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this year is gonna be different because it's a way bigger lineup, a way bigger venue. We're gonna have people selling their own merch. Like, we're gonna probably sell Ice Fest merch there, but I'm giving people who make their own merch a platform to sell their own merch. Like, you know, so I'm gonna have like Takeover. I don't know if y'all know who Takeover is, but he's gonna be having his own merch table. Any of the artists that are performing that want to sell their own merch are more than welcome to. I won't charge them for that either. All the money they make is just theirs. And then I'm trying to get like a couple food trucks to kind of go out there and like a whole music festival. It's basically what it's gonna be like, you know. So Ice Fest 2023, October 21st, Paper Tiger. Lineup is coming soon. That lineup is stacked, heavily stacked. If you're from San Antonio, it's gonna be fucking nuts. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be so crazy. I'm so excited.
Ice Fest.
No, it's in October.
October. What
Yeah.
did I see you got going on in April? We have another show going on in April.
So in April, I have this like festival. I'm a part of. I'm opening up for D Savage
Okay, yeah.
here at
that's
Paper
good.
Tiger.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah,
Ice Fest. October.
yeah.
Nice.
That's us. Thank you so.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, no,
"Gotta
he
show it."
said,
There you go.
This is the shit right here. Henry's Puppy Tacos, the shit right there, man. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Enjoy.
There you go. There you
Have a good
go.
one.
There you go. Thank you.
you. I love the rice and beans.
I'm about to tear this shit up. I'm about to fuck this shit up, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah. I
Oh
did
my
a
God.
5-minute intermission real quick.
I'm excited because that lineup tonight is pretty stacked.
That's gonna be a good lineup. There goes my baby's gonna be there.
Oh.
I love her.
Yeah, bro. If you're watching this, you're fucking awesome. I mean, honestly, like, Protocol in general. Protocol, dude, they're wicked.
I remember the first time I saw them live was at, I think it was the Artisan Hub or Artist.
Mm.
Yeah. I was like, what the?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a group of artists with that much chemistry. You know what I mean? Like they work really well together. Like they kind of just bounce off of each other's energy. And I was like, bro, like that's fucking sick. Like,
I will say, there was like one thing I had like said about them is when they're all up there, they know exactly where one person is gonna like walk first. Like so, and like you don't see that a lot. Like if Will is like performing like his verse of a song, the rest of the group knows if Will does this and walks this way, someone else will walk and like fill in his spot without even like talking about it. It's just like a consistent rotation of just talent, and it's so nice. Like I love them. I fucking love them. They're one of the best groups I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely. I'm curious to know what the process is like for you for booking an artist for a show.
Like me being booked or like them me booking them.
You booking them. So that we
Oh.
were talking about Ice Fest earlier. So
Okay.
what's that process like?
For the first Ice Fest was like the first time I booked artists, right? The first Ice Fest was in 2022, but the process of that was pretty easy because I basically just booked artists I was really, really, really close with, right? And so like a lot of those artists like they were just really close to me, and it was like a simple, hey, you try to perform? Yeah, I'm down. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? And like, so a year later, which is now, I've met a lot of new artists. I'm a lot closer with like a lot of new people. You know, Quest, Takeover, all of them. Like I'm a lot closer with them. So in terms of like booking people now, what we did for this Ice Fest was I made this little like Google survey where all these artists they basically um, they put in their email, their artist name, their links to their music, and we kind of did like an American Idol kind of. We went through each of them, and we're like, okay, we like what they're bringing, you know, whatever. Um, and to any artist who didn't get picked this year, it isn't anything personal. It's just, you know, I already had a couple artists that I wanted like for sure that have been with me since the first Ice Fest. I have spots always reserved for those artists because those are my like go-to like best friends. You know, it's like Mr. Perfect and Waylon, like they're always like, you know what I mean? And like Protocol, you know, they're always like this, you know? Like, so it's not anything personal. It's just like we only have so many slots with so much time. But I always try and like pick different artists because if you have the same lineup every year, no one's going to want to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they want to see different artists. And so like this year at Ice Fest, we have Latin music. So we have like Spanish music. We have EDM.
Okay.
And we have hip hop. So it's like a multi-genre fest now.
Wow.
Because what I want to do is I don't want to build a platform just around the hip hop of San Antonio.
Right.
There's all this different talent here. There's country, EDM,
Yeah.
all this stuff like that. And I feel like for Ice Fest, like I want to give people like that chance to do that, you know, and to show their art because they're working so hard on it, you know. The first Ice Fest, there was one of my friends. He had never performed in his life. And that was his first time performing, and he sold the most tickets. Yeah, and he killed it, man. He killed his set, and I'm beyond proud of that kid, you know.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was a good time. It was a super good time. But yeah, my process is more based on. It's hard to say skill because I don't like to think people are better than others. But at the end of the day, people are more musically talented than others, you know? Some people, everyone has what it takes to make it in music and to be great. It's just based on how much quality you put into your work. And that's what I go for, is the quality of your music. How you could have the best sounding track, but be a horrible performer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have the sounding track, but you can make the crowd do mosh pits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it's basically it's more based on your energy and how well I know you can move a crowd.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like that. I don't take anything too personal. I don't make it personal, you know, whatever. So yeah, and like I do my best to not make artists break the bank in terms of paying for a slot. But if it gets to that point, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll understand. You know, like some things have to be done in order to make things paid for. You know, so, but
I mean,
yeah.
I was just curious because I've never. I mean, obviously, I've never had a show.
Yeah.
But for those who are watching who want to eventually make their own festival, you know, if that's like their goal, their dream, or whatever, like I'm sure picking an artist is definitely something that they're gonna have to think about.
I would definitely say a word of advice is don't let anybody make you feel bad for not picking them. Don't let anyone like pressure you into picking them and being like, oh, like don't let anyone basically like force themselves to make them perform at your show. Pick who you want, whoever you think's worthy and shit. And honestly, like follow your gut, you know. If you think that this person's better than this person, don't make it personal. Just be like, hey, we got you next year. But if you tell somebody you got them next year, you have to get them next year. You know what I mean? Like you can't just keep telling people that, you know. It's a cool process, especially this year. It was like American Idol. That's what it felt like. So
what do you like to do for fun?
I got you.
I'll give you a minute.
Okay, so I'm a basketball coach.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry, this is like falling.
Volunteer basketball coach here in San Antonio. I love it.
How cute.
Love the kids. Love the environment. Good old time. I like to play basketball like on my own. You know. Work on music, obviously.
Right.
That's like my go-to right there. I mean, like for fun, like on like a daily basis, or like.
I don't know. Do you have any weird or cool hobbies? I want to meet someone that can juggle, like just a random like hobby
yeah.
that can.
I can do that shit. Yeah.
You a video game nerd?
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I love playing video games. What the hell? I'm like, yeah. Y'all ever want to get smacked in Halo, Fortnite, or Warzone? Hit me up. Or if y'all want to carry, I got you. Or in 2K. Anyone who can beat me in 2K, let's run it. I love fucking video games. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I have an Xbox, a PS5, a Switch.
Wow.
Yeah, everything.
works, yeah.
I love going like swimming, like beach, river, anything that involves like the water. You'll catch me in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I'm in there. I love the water. Hell yeah. Video games was like top one for sure. I can't even think about that. That's wild. I literally do that shit like every day.
Yeah. How long have you been making music?
So I started making music right when the pandemic hit.
Oh, wow.
So like 2020, early 2020.
Yeah.
I was bored as shit, and I was watching a Travis Scott like live performance on YouTube, and I was just watching like how the crowd was so like intrigued in what was going on, and how he like integrated with the crowd. You know what I mean? And made them have an unforgettable experience. And I was like, damn, I can do that. And I just started writing, listening to beats. I had a couple of mixtapes on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Those are gone because they are horrible. They were so bad. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all how bad those shits were. Like, they're gone. Yeah, they are out of here. So, but it's honestly like a learning experience because at the time I thought that shit was gas. I thought like that was a good like I thought they were fire. And then looking back on them now, I'm like, dude, whoever told me, who I'm telling y'all, I have so many of my friends that were like, yo, this shit's heat.
Fire, yeah.
Fuck y'all, bro. That shit was not heat, bro. Like, no, y'all are lying to me because they were so bad. But I started like being on like Apple Music and stuff like that at the end of 2021. Oh no, I'm sorry. At the end of 2020. No, Halloween of 2020 was my first song that got onto Apple Music and Spotify. That was like my first time on platforms, and then from there it's just been only Apple Music, Spotify, and all that stuff like that. So yeah. It's been a little journey, going on 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun. Seeing a lot of growth. Just hit 260K on my last song. But yeah, about 3 years. It's been a good little run.
What does it say from what I hear, and I guess just because of how well you're doing, it just seems like you have so much like history behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just seems like you have like so much more experience, I guess.
In like music?
Yeah, the music.
Oh. Yeah.
Either that, or you just progressed really quickly, and you were just like, "This is meant for me. I'm just gonna take over the scene."
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I realized like you got to take opportunities. Like you can't be shy.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a lot of damn if only I did this moments. Because those moments could really, really like take you to the next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to take risks. You got to spend some money, lose some money. That's how it is. That's how it is. If you don't want to, it's a very expensive hobby. So if you're not willing to spend some money and sacrifice a couple of coins, it ain't for you. I'm telling you right now. It's not for you.
Sleep.
I'm excited for tonight, though.
Tonight's gonna be fun.
I'm really excited for performing
Tonight's
tonight.
gonna be a lot of fun.
I haven't performed since the Paper Tiger show with Len and
Oh,
Cube.
wow.
About 2 months.
That
So
was kind of a minute ago, yeah.
yeah.
It's a long time in the music world.
Yeah, I love performing. So I was just like on Instagram last night,
Yeah.
and Mr. Perfect, I posted his the flyer or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, definitely. Like, I hope he has like some slots open. And so he, but yeah. Thank you so much, Irene, man.
It's a little bit, but it's super good.
It's worth it. It's worth it. I'm telling you. Um, but yeah, that's let's see, Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect is, dude. I love the guy.
He's so great.
He's so nice. He actually worked security my first Ice Fest.
No way.
He was my security guard.
What?
And once he was my security guard, I've always wanted to give him a slot. So we had 2 Ice Fests last year. We had the main one, which was at Chief's Massage, which is where he worked security at. And then we had the Ice Fest Halloween special at Retox Bar. It was like a costume thing, whatever. We had like so many people for that show that I literally ran out of room for artists. And so this Ice Fest, I was like, I need a slot for Mr. Perfect, and so I gave him one. I was like, he has to perform at Ice Fest this year, so he's on there 100%. But yeah, I'm excited because he's a super nice person, man. He's looked out for me and my mom so much. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, he's looked out for me so much.
I got to hang out with him again recently.
Really?
For All Stars, yeah. I don't know if you've seen that I do like a little mini series where.
Yeah. So that's not what this is, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think next year for All Stars, my goal is to try to get votes in as for who they want to be. I guess as a contestant for the next year's All Star.
Yeah.
But it'll be every SAS guest from this year to basically kind of go up against one another, and like whoever promotes the most, whoever gets the most votes in, those are the people that are going to go in for next year, win a prize, shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
So.
That's going to be lit. Oh yeah.
This year it was a trivia competition. So whoever got the most points won a painting as well as money.
Real solid.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Although that would be really cool too.
That is pretty cool. What the hell? Yeah.
With just like the awesome.
Oh yeah.
Ideas. If I could get that going, that would be tight.
Like that's the thing is like I feel that San Antonio we don't have like people to take chances on us like that. You know what I mean?
What's one thing that you envision for yourself to happen within this next year?
Ooh, I want to get on the radio. Like,
wow, okay,
for anybody that's in town, like here in San Antonio, I'm pretty sure you've heard like 98.5 The Beat, right?
Right.
And you know how like they have like all the artists be like, "What's up, guys? It's Travis Scott. What's up, is Drake? What's up, is Nicki Minaj?"
Yeah.
And like, and they'll be like, "You're listening to 98.5 The Beat," you know?
Yeah.
Bro, I want to get on that shit and be like, "What's up, guys? Like, Social Ice on the radio, blah blah." You're tapping into my new song, blah, 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 98.5 The Beat. That is my fucking goal. If I get on that shit, I'll be so geeked up. I'm telling you right now. Like, oh, man. Like, that. If you're listening, bro, 98.5, if y'all ever come across this video, give me a chance. One song. I'm asking for one song, and that's it. Like, 3 minutes of your time. Come on. Like, that's all I'm asking for. That, and then being able to pay bills with music.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest things. Like, obviously, I'm gonna keep my job. I'm not gonna quit. Whatever. But if I can pay my bills with music and work my job as like saving money, that is my goal. Like like until I can like for sure make a career, I can leave my job. Whatever. Then when that time comes, we'll work on that. But as of now, we're just building up to that point,
Yeah.
But definitely that's one of my goals too, is to be able to pay bills with my music for sure. Radio play gets you a lot of money, hypothetically, but yeah, you just got to make sure that everything is like set in stone with the radio companies and they don't try and jip you, just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. You gotta have a good management team,
Do you?
My mom was my manager. I'll tell you right now. I'll be honest with y'all.
That's solid.
My mom, and she is one of the best managers out there.
Oh.
I will say, she knows how to make a deal. You know, she is a very like deal or no deal person. You know, and most of the time it works. I'm like, all right. You know, she's the she's the reason why I spent that Paper Tiger this year. She did all the contacting. She helped with my down payment. You know, like I can't thank her enough for all that shit. You know, like yeah, she's the best manager ever. I will never replace my mom with any other manager. I'll have like a assistant help my mom,
Yeah.
but I'll never be like, all right, mom, you gotta go. Like, nah,
Yeah.
we ain't, nah.
Aw.
Yeah, I don't care how big I get. No, you know, because I'm pretty sure if I got big in music, when I get big in music, if it gets to that point where my mom doesn't know certain things, I'm pretty sure she'll be willing to learn to help me out.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure, like, if it comes to that point where she wants to pass the torch to somebody else,
Yeah.
you know, and have them take over my name, then she'll do that on her own, you know. I'll never do it for her, you know what I mean? So,
Is she your biggest supporter?
yes. My mom has been there for me when I was making my boo-boo SoundCloud music. And she told me it was good too, so hold on now. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah, no, she's been there for me from the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love her to death and back. Thank you, Mom, for everything, by the way. But yeah,
Do you remember your first show?
100%. My first show was at Paper Tiger, which is surprising, right?
Yeah. Full
Yeah.
circle.
That was so. When I started making music, I told myself my first big show, or my first show was gonna be at Paper Tiger. But at the time, I was thinking really big because I hadn't built that like fan base yet. You know what I mean? I was thinking very far ahead, and I came into contact with this company called Bridging the Music. They basically they're a touring music company where they go to like a bunch of major cities and they host like a little music festival.
Yeah.
And they get local acts or acts that want to tour with them to go around the country and do like shows, right?
Yeah.
So at first, when I signed up to be with them, they were going to be at Retox Bar, which is where I had Ice Fest at the Halloween special. I was cool. It was like, cool, you know, Retox is fine. Like, yeah, I'm cool with that. And then we got a message one day, and they were like, "Yo, you're gonna be at Paper Tiger. Actually, like, we're moving your location."
Yeah.
I was like, so I don't know if that was just like fate working out because that was my goal, was to be at Paper Tiger for my first show, and that's where it was at. And that was one of my favorite shows ever. It was in September of 2021, and that was probably like, that energy of that crowd was crazy. I was so nervous. Like, I was shitting bricks. Like, before my show, I was like walking back and forth. I was pacing. I was drinking water. Like, I was shaking. And then once I got on stage, like, that was it. I was like, this is where I want to be at. Like, you know, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
And what really got me that show was when I heard the crowd like sing my songs back to me. That's where I was like, yo, like, you know,
yeah.
like, that shit was nuts. Like, probably one of my like favorite memories was my first show, and they've only gotten better. Like, the Landon Cube show was insane. Like, I had people doing mosh pits that show. Like, it was crazy.
Wow.
That show was the best show that I've ever had was the Landon Cube show. My favorite show was my first one, for sure, because it just had so much like things that revolve around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so fun. It was a fun show.
That's really cool. That's really cool. How have like things have changed since that first show? Like, just like.
So when I had my first show, I had a lot of people. So actually, my first show is how I met all my like best friends in music, like Kid Docs. I don't know if you know who that is. That is like one. He is one of the most talented artists in San Antonio. He is like, if San Antonio had a Kendrick Lamar, it would be Kid Docs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. He is on my song Demon Time Duo.
Yeah.
He is one of my best friends, and I met him there. I met the Bougie Boys there. So JB Bell, YCS Main, VL, Dion. Like I met all them there. Pablo, uh, Mateo. Like I met all these people there, and that kind of kickstarted like how I branched out to meet all these other new people. But since then, uh, one of my tracks on my first album is almost at 300K on Spotify. That's a big milestone.
Wow. Yeah.
Almost like halfway to a million. Um, let's see. I am. I have a contract right now with Wolfpack Media. They basically help me out with getting booked on shows. Orlando is like the head of Wolfpack, and he's helped me open up a couple doors to podcasts and music events and getting noticed by other people. He's also a very, very busy man, managing a bunch of other artists. So he doesn't have all the time in the world to focus on me, but I understand that. I'm not a very like, oh, where's Orlando at? Like, like he's a busy man. He can only be at one place at a time, But the fact that he took a chance on me is really all I need, And that's really what I like respect, and thankful for that, But since then, 2 albums have dropped. My track with Kid Docs, Demon Time Duo, is my favorite song I've ever made so far. 3 music videos. I'm sorry. Podcasts, interviews, that kind of stuff, I guess, Yeah. I guess that's what's changed since then. I've gotten musically better in terms of writing and lyrics and stuff like that. Oh, shit, excuse me. So, yeah.
I think my favorite song by you thus far is Vengeance.
That's crazy. So, when that song first came out, it was like a very unmixed version of that song. I did not like it. I was like, damn, this shit ain't that good. So when I dropped it on my album, I like remastered it so it sounds better. Added in more ad-libs, added in more like energy. So the first version of that song I don't like, but the final version I actually kind of like.
Yeah.
I've actually never performed that song before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think you're the first person that's told me they actually like that's their favorite song.
Yeah.
Most people are like, oh, Demon Time Duo, no limits, no rental.
Yep. Oh, no. I mean, I can't deny it. No Limits is really good too.
That's one of my favorite songs. I like that song a lot.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to it on the way over here, and like it was one of those songs that like when I first listened to it, I had to go back. I had to go back, and then I had to go back again.
You definitely gotta check out Demon Time Duo.
Okay.
You gotta check out What It Do.
What It Do is good.
I'm So. That's what it's called. Yeah. That song is really good. That's like my closest song to R&B that I have is I'm So. It's such a great song. And then if you haven't yet, No Debate. No Debate. I'm playing that song tonight. I'm playing Demon Time Duo tonight, No Debate, and a couple other tracks. But definitely it's going to be a great set tonight. But yeah, those songs are definitely listened to for sure. But thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. So to kind of wrap this up, is there anyone else you'd like to thank for helping you get to where you are today?
So first off, my mom, hands down. I've already thanked her enough, but I can't thank her enough.
Right.
My girlfriend for sure. She came into my life about a year and a half, almost 2 years after I started making music, and she just became one of my best supporters. And then all my friends that have really been with me since the actual jump, and even all my friends that have like kind of reached out and been like, hey, like I listened to your song and I really like it, like all my supporters, Orlando, Wolfpack, you know, everyone that's like my grandpa, my grandma, family, and then all my family that isn't here right now. You know, unfortunately, things happen in life; they can't be here.
Yeah.
Those are one of my biggest motivations to keep going. You know, because I know that they don't want to watch me quit. You know, because they know what I can do and they know where I can be at if I keep going.
Yeah.
Um, and then like all my music friends, like you, all my music friends that are artists, podcast owners, or just music supporters. You know,
Yeah.
all those people too. But yeah, anyone who's ever taken a chance on me,
Oh, yeah.
I would say, yeah, like, if you give me a chance, I will not let you down, ever. You know, like yeah, ever. I'm telling you. So, yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me
you.
today.
Thank you for having me. I was really looking forward to this. Yeah. I came back from Cali and I got kind of sick and I was like, fuck.
No.
But I just got over my sickness, so we're good.
That's good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you had a lot of fun out there. That was really.
Dude.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, it was so fun. It was so fun. Oh yeah. Can't wait, man. I can't wait to go back. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are you going back sometime this year?
So the concert the concert that they have is called Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
And it's like a touring concert.
Yeah.
They have one in Miami, Cali, New York. I went to the Miami one last year. Went to Cali this year. Now we got to go to New York eventually.
What?
But they're a great experience. Like,
Yeah.
especially for upcoming artists, they open your eyes a lot.
Yeah.
And they kind of like show you, if you work hard enough, like you can be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where you want to be at. You know.
Yeah.
So shout out Rolling Loud. Y'all are fucking awesome. You know. But yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That's it.
that's it.
I think more people should do podcasts at restaurants that they love. Not only do you get to eat,
But like, it's a local place too.
especially if it's a local place.
Exactly. This is the shit right here. This sauce is fucking hot, bro. This shit's hot as hell. Oh my god.
Just dies. I remember this over here.
Oh my god.
Um,
Y'all might call me crazy, but I'm about to put some rice and beans on my taco.
in the taco?
Yeah. You gotta mix it up. You gotta mix it up.
Alright.
This is my shit right here. I'm telling y'all. Y'all really sleeping on this shit right now. If y'all ever come to San Antonio, Heavy's Puppy Taco is the way to go. This is by far the best restaurant in the city.
You know what? I'm gonna try it with you. Although I'm sure it's fire. In the taco.
Best fucking tacos in the city.
Nice.
Actually, fuck that, in the world. This is my shit right here.
I don't think I'm ever gonna eat tacos the same way again.
No, it's so
Rice and
fucking
beans
good.
have to be in it now.
It's so fucking good. I fucking love this shit.